Good evening. Thank you for clicking on this live. Thank you for being here. My name is Dustin.
Hi guys, I'm Chandra.
And we're so happy you're here.
Happy.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes.
Whoo! I don't know what was going on. There was some chitter chatter, some chitter patter in here, but when I went live, it all disappeared. So if you were talking before the live started, for some reason, it decided to disappear. I'm going to see if I can find it.
I'm going to decide that YouTube doesn't like us. That's probably what it is.
There we go. So I'm not going to be able to share it on the screen, but I'm going to talk to you guys. Shauna says, just waiting. Got my comfy seat and some coffee. Caffeine, she says.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say it. I can't put it up on the screen for some strange reason. But anyway. Jaheel says, I'm waiting, Auntie, with an open heart and mind. Actually, I'm about to go eat, then do some laundry, so I'll be back to watch from my phone at some point. Hope all is well. Shauna says, hi is better than last week for sure. Talk to you soon. Lisa says, hello. Long time no see. Just splattering pumpkin sausage soup on me. Got to clean it up. Ooh.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Lynn, 22Q Cat says, hey there, Dustin, Chandra, and all. Fixing dinner, but I'll be here in the background being nosy. We still got to get together so I can give you all your prizes.
Yes. Got to do that.
Yes. And let's see,
Are you caught up to where you are?
I'm trying to find out where it says hello peeps. Jennifer. Sherry says hi. Then Jennifer Lucas says, hello, peeps.
There we are.
I'm not a spongy thing made of sugar. I am pretty sweet, though. I guess I am kind of little doughy in the middle, I guess.
Same. And I have Thor in my lap, even though you can't see him.
I did try to redo the overlay, but for some reason, the internet is being wonky. Please stand by. The internet is being wonky. Please stand by.
Uh-oh.
It'll correct itself here in a second, I hope.
I hope.
I hope. Connecting. There we go.
There we are.
I tried to redo the overlay, but it did not like it. It didn't look as good. I was trying to shrink the live down a little bit so you could see Thor when he's in Chandra's lap.
He's very purry right now, and he's very in a sphinx-like position. So he's not, doesn't look like he's...
His nose is missing.
Well, he's not that sphinxy.
Oh.
Anyway.
Evelyn is here. Javelin is here.
Javelin.
Good evening, friend. They had a great time at the fair the other night, she said.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool. I like the fair.
I like it. Our fair's fun. We have a lot of fun at our fair.
For the most part, it's really fun. I enjoy it.
Maybe next year we'll try and do a get together again and actually do it long enough out as soon as we know what's going on.
We got to really be on that weather thing because I'm not going to be at the fair for 4 hours when it's 95 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just not doing that.
Yeah,
I love y'all, but we're not doing that.
I ain't doing it.
I ain't going to do it. Mm-mm.
Shauna says, I learned my nephew and his wife are going to have their first baby. I'm going to be a great auntie. So excited.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Shauna, you've already been great.
Now you get to be gooder than great.
The goodest, what was it? The greatest good
you're greatest good you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
I am the greatest good you're ever going to get.
I don't know what AFA stands for.
After fart analysis?
Probably.
I mean.
We're keeping it classy, folks.
Right?
Sean says, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Hello. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of tired tonight.
I'm a little under the weather. I've been trying to get better. I've been trying.
He's very trying.
Yes, and I have not been succeeding. It's like I try to get better, then something else new comes into the picture. Like I took a nap today because I didn't sleep well last night. Of course, we didn't go to bed till like 4.
I don't know why we were up so late. I mean, I do.
I mean,
I
but
was
just
working
the,
and you were working
and the time got away from us.
just not paying attention. But man, I feel old. That's hard. It is hard to stay up that late and then bounce back and be up at 6 a.m. And I laid back down for about 15 extra minutes.
Yeah. Well, you got about an hour left. You got about an hour. I sent the girl up here to get you this morning.
Well, I was up before she came up there. I had everything done, but I think I needed to brush my teeth. But I was just like,
Like I coughed like when we were getting ready, laid down to take a nap before we go to pick up the girl, and I coughed myself into puking a little bit. It was not pretty.
Yeah.
And so I hopped in the shower real quick because whenever you throw up and you've got
all that.
Yeah, it's gross. So I took a quick little shower. And I laid back down. She went to get the girl. The girl came back after getting picked up and came and cuddled me. She says, "Paul, I'm sorry you throwed up." And she says, "I'm going to cuddle you." And I'm like,
She's the best.
And all was white with the world.
Exactly.
I can't even talk. But yes, our sentiments exactly. Congratulations, Shauna. Do you live close by? You're gonna get to spoil the squishy.
We do love squishies.
We want to
as long
spoil.
As we don't have to keep them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just want a milk neck sniffing every once in a while.
And some chunky chicken nugget feet.
Yeah.
You know.
And some naps.
Oh, they give the best.
And they're all sweaty.
They're warm and cuddly and soft and squishy, and they just. And I just.
Like, she's like, "I don't think I slept well last night." And I'm like, "You were out." Because she's like, "Will you rub my back?" And I'm like, "Nope, nope." And she's like,
nothing compares to the snoring you were pulling yesterday.
Well, I don't mean to. If I can't breathe.
I was like, put your CPAP on. You're kind of trying to die.
Yeah, a little bit. "I'm here," says Andy.
They're here.
Ooh, it is spooky season.
It is. I doubt you can see it, but I'm wearing bat earrings. Ooh.
She is always batty.
Had them on for about a week. Been watching spooky movies and TV shows for over a month.
Yeah, we watched a 3-season series called The Discovery of Witches.
It was all right in the beginning, and then it kind of got real lame.
It jumped the shark real fast.
It got real lame, but we watched it. We stuck it out. We finished it. I'm watching Mayfair Witches, which is kind of also awful, but it's on, you know.
And we started watching Midnight Mass on Netflix.
So far, it's
We're what,
slow.
2 or 3 episodes in?
Yeah. So far, it's slow, but it is feeling like it's trying to build the creepiness.
And so far, it's not campy. It's dark, brooding, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a small little island, and
it's just very slow.
Yeah.
Like paint dry slow. And then I restarted watching the new Sabrina, the Teenage Witch again.
Not a fan. I do think it's interesting how they go so hard in the paint with all the stuff in that show, but
it's so funny though. It really is. It's very funny. If you like a dark comedy that has a little bit of that eerie, teenagery, scary stuff in it, because it's not scary, and you're okay with the concept of Satan and evil, and it's funny, not take it seriously. Oh, you're going to hell if you watch this. Anyway, if you're okay with that, you'll like the show.
The
Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, because you know how people say things like, "Oh, for heaven's sake." Well, they went real hard in the paint with it, and it's very funny because they're like, "Oh, for hell's sake," and you're just like, "Did they really just say that? That's hilarious."
It's so campy,
and they do it, and it's not like in that world, it's not funny. But every time I hear it or see it, I just giggle because it's a ridiculous concept. But
Shauna says, "LOL, the way you both looked up at pumpkin sausage soup."
Good stuff. I'm down. As long as I don't have to make it.
Sherry's here. She says, "Congratulations to Shauna." Did I mention that already?
I don't know what you've done.
My brain is not working today.
Mine's a little slow today. Not to mention, My sister is in an NP program for psych nursing, and I guess masters. I can't really. I'm not sure if she's getting her NP or if she's just getting a master's. I don't recall.
I thought she already had her master's. Well, I think it is her
No.
master's.
It's her master's, and I had to help her yesterday get a paper edited and up and ready to rock by midnight. So I worked on that, and then I worked on eBay, and all those things. And I edited her paper and kind of adjusted things around. And it takes a minute to get back into that school mind frame when you've been out of it for a little bit. So I had classical music playing, and I was just reading and rephrasing stuff and then rereading it to make sure I don't sound like I'm changing her good stuff into bad stuff, that I'm just tweaking and polishing, and that I'm not twisting her ideas and making them mine. That's a very hard thing to do when you're editing other people's professional papers, because you're like, well, I would do this, but it's not yours, it's theirs. So
Lynn is here from Denver.
Well, hello, Lynn from Denver.
She's been here before.
Thank you for
Welcome
joining
back.
us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back.
Dun, 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 quack, 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 quack. It's duck time. Quack, 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 quack.
Yes. Agreed.
Rick is here. He likes
Hi,
ducks
Rick.
and iguana tails.
So my parents live in Florida now.
He doesn't live far from them.
Oh. And
Probably about an hour.
in the winter, we were worried that my dad was going to be the guy who died because of an iguana falling out of a tree and landing on him, because he kind of slow moves like a sloth nowadays. And so we were like, well, Dad may be the only one you ever heard of who died by frozen iguana.
Rick's hoping for frozen iguanas.
I wonder if they're delicious. I don't know.
He gets all of his ducks and all that stuff for free because he's like near like where he lives. There's like a retention pond thing or whatever, some kind of thing, and he grabs all this free food.
That would be cool.
And he's like, "That's what people know me for." I'm like, "Okay." Oh, and I have that little dark-winged duck upstairs.
Yes.
And I'm like, "Ducks!" So like, let's get dangerous.
Yes.
That's on my Sundays.
On your Sundays,
Mhm.
you get dangerous.
I do.
I'm at work.
You're not here, so I get dangerous.
Well, don't get dangerous when I'm not here, because if you bleed out, I'm going to be real mad about the staining on the floor.
True. The carpet is nice up there, but like it's got soft edges. It's plastic. I can't hurt myself with it.
That's true.
Shauna
Yeah.
says KPL, which is sold out. KPL is sold out, official, sold out. So if you ain't got a ticket,
You better figure out what you're willing to do to get one.
that's true.
Just saying.
I mean, oh yeah. You want to hang out with me? Gotta have a ticket, or at least a hotel room that weekend. You can't get through the door, but you can hang out with us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be in the hotel, or you can't. You just come. I mean, you could stand outside and listen.
Maybe.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Just pull up a seat and just sit outside.
I imagine that there's some sort of hotel security who would tell you to leave.
If you have a hotel room,
Well, they would tell you to go away from wherever the
I wouldn't.
convention.
I'd be like, you know what? They're my friend.
Yeah.
Yes, shenanigans. Nan is here.
Hi, Nan.
Good evening, everyone, she says.
Yes.
Jeff Foltz is here.
Jeff.
Foltz.
Not a .com though.
.com.
.com.
Oh. We're on
If
one
you
today.
guys ever saw Jeff Dunham, the comedian with the puppets, he would do the Jeff Dunham.com with one of his puppets
On a stick.
on the steak. Very funny guy.
On a stick. Oh
like
man,
him.
I remember. I know I probably told this story before, but oh man, he got me in so much trouble as a kid because I was allowed, sort of, to stay up and watch Saturday Night Live. But my mom would be in bed well before that, so she's like, as soon as Saturday Night's over, you have to get your butt to bed. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, because all the comedy, because back then it would be Saturday Night Live would be over, and then it would be like Live at the Apollo or live on the Sunset Strip or whatever. There was, some kind of stand-up comedy would come on for about an hour afterwards. And like, that's how I got to know like Paula Poundstone and Amazing Jonathan and all these comedians. We've lost Amazing Jonathan. He died a couple years ago. But because he would drink Windex.
Anyway,
you know what? I'll beat you up. Anyway,
he's like taking the story down 16 times.
I meander.
It's fine. Go ahead.
I meander. Okay. Anyway, see what I put up with, folks. Anyway, trying to tell me how to live my life. Anyway, Jeff Dunham came on, and the first time I ever saw him, he's got Peanut, and I'm just cackling. I cannot breathe. I'm probably 12, 13 years old, and I am just dying. And my mom goes, "What are you doing awake?" And I'm like, I should have not been so loud. It was so funny. I love stand-up comedy. I've got some.
Lovely. So I forgot to tell you that I'm right earlier when we were discussing where the CVS and the Walgreens were. This just popped into my head while he was talking because I was trying.
So if you're facing west, it's Walgreens and CVS.
Wrong.
Is it?
CVS is on the south side of the street. Walgreens is on the north side.
I don't believe you.
This is Google Maps.
It's fake news.
You're fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news, turd burglar. Anyway, I just sometimes have to prove that I'm right because he takes such joy when he's right.
I am right.
You're wrong about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry. I digress.
AFA, air frying auntie.
Yeah.
It's like AFK, away from keyboard.
Yes.
What is this, AOL? ASL. even I didn't get that. Sean says, "Wish me luck. I have my fantasy football draft tonight. Most years, I'm a big jinx for whoever I pick."
Well, I got my fingers crossed. I hope you pick a good team. I don't know what you win, but good luck.
A lot of money if you do it right.
Yeah. It's gambling. Oh, I suck at that too. I might as well just like walk into a casino and hand him over $500 and walk out and be like, "Thanks for the time." I'm that bad.
I want to go back to Vegas so bad. I know Maritza's going to be in here maybe, but
I do.
She lives in Vegas, and I'm like, I want to go to Vegas, and she does not like Vegas.
I don't like it. I dislike throwing away money. I dislike gambling. All these things. So I'm just no good at it.
Shauna says, the cap of my Zero Snapple Apple says, I need some more of that, but it's hard to find.
Yeah.
The cap of my Zero Snapple Apple says, the brain operates on the same amount of power as a 10-watt light bulb.
Well, mine's rocking on 5 right now.
And mine's blinking like one of those bulbs in a scary hallway.
A bulb where the filament is dying.
It's just like
yes. It's blinking to Nickelodeon theme song.
Like Rugrats.
Nice.
Ah, Real Monsters.
Oh, I did like that show. We need to get the girl to watch that. Anyway.
I'll find it.
We're very random tonight, and I apologize.
Do not apologize to these people.
I apologize.
They knew what they were signing up for.
I apologize.
A lot of them are paying to be here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you're doing that to be here, I'm very, very sorry.
Oh, whoosh, here I come, sliding in the living room to hear the parents talk. Shauna says, yes, same town. She gets to have the squishy. I apologize.
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. My niece just had her first day of work.
Yeah, because up in Wisconsin, they just started school again.
And she's a teacher. I think this is her first official teaching job.
And we will be seeing them in like 2 weeks because she's getting married. We'll be at a destination wedding in Wisconsin. I hope the national bird of Wisconsin has flown the coop by the time we get up there. Those are skeetos, by the way.
Yes. Okay. Why can I not words in my own texts?
Rick says, I'm trying to check the pressure in my van's AC as it's not getting as cold as I want.
Mm.
How cold do you want it to get, Rick?
Snowflakes.
He's trying to cool the outside of Florida so the the lizards fall out of the trees.
I don't know anything about cars like that. All I know is if I drive it to a car place, they will say it needs Freon, charge me $500, and I'll drive away, and it'll still.
How come Freon costs so much? It's not. It says free, and it's not.
And it'll still not work. And then when I bring it back, they'll tell me it was something else. Actually, we have a decent car place down the street from us that we really like, and they have been above and beyond better than any other car place I've been to. They don't ever try to upsell me BS. They give you, they've taken care and done little things on my car and said, no, it's free. Don't worry about it. Just take your car. Like, it took me 10 minutes. Just go ahead and go. No big deal. And like the owners, there's 2 different owners. Both of them are nice people. It's just a really good place. So
yeah, our kids go there now. Our kid's girlfriend goes there.
Yeah, it's a good place. A trustworthy car place. You think I
difficult to find. Air fryer. I don't know why. I read it and my brain goes, read it. And then it's Shauna. Shauna says, hi, Andy. It's A-N-D-I, if I'm not mistaken. And Lynn says, Midnight Mass is a personal favorite. Yeah, hopefully it's good. We want to watch Chaos next.
Yeah, it's Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum's new series on Netflix, where
I think he's God.
He's God, I think. And he's like upset that people aren't like.
Well, I think he's Zeus.
Kind of like a Zeusy type God.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's mad that people aren't worshiping him as much or whatever. But it looks kind of cool. And we like Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, it's Jeff Goldblum.
Right. You almost are required to watch what he's doing.
I watched a show where it was like he was eating ice cream and stuff. There was like a show on.
Yeah, that
was on Disney, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was.
It was like a sneaker convention.
Yeah. It was like Jeff Goldblum Explores the World or something.
Something like that.
Anyway, it was good. We like him.
Andy says, 100-mile walking challenge for September. If anybody wants to join me. It's only 8,000 steps a day. A little challenging, but really doable. We've talked about walking. And
he needs to get over this plague because it's no fun to take him outside and have him, hawking loogies every 3 feet down the sidewalk. Yeah. But yeah, I think we would. I mean, we're already in September. We might have to do it for October, but I would be down for that. I feel like I need it. I've gone from doing 10,000 steps 5 days a week to going like 3,000 steps 2 days a week. I feel like I'm dying just a little.
Smash the like button, Hulk smash.
Yes, do it.
Sean says, I watched the Mayfair Witches. Awful show.
It is terrible. It really genuinely is terrible. I'm still going to watch it because I started it.
It's kind of soap opera-y.
But it's more than that. It's just bad. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, at least where I'm at now. And there's a lot of whining. And the main character is irritating. So yeah, all of the above.
You said you should watch Evil. That show was great.
So I watched an episode, like half an episode of that today. And I was like, I feel like I've seen this before. Why is this so familiar? He watched it.
I watched like the first season because I struggle to find shows that she's okay with me watching by myself because there's days where I'm home alone. Left to my own devices, and I want to watch something while I'm eating lunch or whatever. I watch a lot of YouTube, and we watch separate YouTube stuff. There's a couple of things that we watch together. But typically our TV show watching is a together time.
Yeah.
So trying to find a show that we both like, and then me finding a show that I can watch without her. That I'm actually, because I'll start watching shows and give up. Because it's just difficult. Anymore, like they're more worried about the drama and than they are the actual story anymore.
Yeah.
So
Lots of music and lots of face making.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you like those kinds of shows, Good Omens, amazing.
Oh, that's a good show.
Amazing. One of the best things I've ever seen. And they are going to make a 3rd season of it to wrap it up. So I don't think there was a 3rd season that we watched.
No, there's going to be a 3rd season.
There is going to be.
I don't know if it's going to wrap it up or if
I just read on the interweb that it is.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully that will come out soon. I am so excited about it. We're gonna have to rewatch.
It was David Tennant, and David Tennant's great because he plays. Is
he Crowley?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's David Tennant, Michael Sheen, John Hamm is in it. Benedict Cumberbatch was in it. How did I miss him?
Michael Sheen was in that show we were watching the other day, I think.
I don't remember.
Michael Sheen's in here. Click on Michael Sheen real quick. Now, we'll go down to his Internet Movie Database stuff.
Okay.
Because he was in something we just watched, but he looks completely different.
Good Omens.
Oh, well, maybe because I thought he was in something that we just watched. Anyway. Stacy is in the house.
Well, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Stacy says, "Hello, Keto family. Saw Don and more Mike new video. I haven't watched the new video yet, but I knew they were going to be changing their channel name. New channel name. I've started the BB&E challenge with her. Yes.
Good luck with that. I did not enjoy that.
I just saw that. I got to see what it was here. No. It's like living something Mike with Don and Mike. I have to look back at it. Let us see. Oh, my bad.
What'd you do?
I misgendered Lynn.
Well, what a dick.
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry.
I'm a guy, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You're a butthead.
Yeah.
I'll take him out and beat him later.
Yeah.
Like they do with,
I should know there's like Lynn Straight and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
From The Lion King.
Yeah.
What should we do with him? He'd make a very handsome throw rag and just think you could take him out and beat him.
Let's see.
Trust me, that won't be his first mistake tonight or his only.
Let's see. Shauna says lizard on his stick. I'll pass. I want a lizard. I want to try that.
I don't. I'm okay with that.
Let's see. I'm going to try a 100-mile challenge with Andy this month. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we were talking about getting like walking pads and putting them behind the couch.
You were.
Yeah, well, we were because it'd be like $200 because you get walking pads for $100 a piece.
I'm not a treadmill person.
So you can just like hold onto the back of the couch and just.
How's that going to work? Because I do my work upstairs.
I said like when we're watching TV, or you can even put it under your desk upstairs.
How's that going to work?
I don't know. You have to get a standing desk. I don't know. That'll be more money. In a van down by the river.
Yes. Oh my goodness. It was on my Facebook at some scrolling today. And it had Van Gogh's painting A Starry Night with him in it. And it said, in a Van Gogh down by the river. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Now, I mean, that's expensive living these days because like van life, it's like $100,000 on a van.
Yeah.
Then you got to have the place down by the river. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think it depends on which river. If you're willing to make a few sacrifices.
Willing to sacrifice.
Could be pretty cheap.
Well, it was like when Sean's talking about the show Evil, it made me think about that Typo song.
Yeah.
And she called her evil. She just left. Yeah, anyway. Cast that spell on me. Anyway. Don't judge me. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it. I can hear it in your silence.
You can hear it in my
Isn't
face.
that the thing with marriage? You can hear the judgment in the silence. It's loud.
He can hear it in my facial movements.
Oh my! Like when I was like throwing up today, I was like, I just felt her judging me.
What was I judging?
See, you were. I can tell by that. There you go. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is. So I'm guessing we're talking about Jeff Dunham.
Yes, I like him.
That is the ringtone on my wife's phone.
I don't know.
That I don't. That
been through like 20.
Yeah, that I don't know what we're talking about.
Could be any of the rando things.
I remember Saturday Night Live with Mr. Roberts' Neighborhood. It's like with Eddie Murphy.
Mm.
Yeah. And then he came back and did SNL years and years later, and it was like his neighborhood was gentrified. I may have needed a little more caffeine.
I need a lot more caffeine.
Maybe I'll have some coffee.
I might have some coffee, but we can't stay up till 2, 3, 4 tonight. I'm not going to be able to function if we keep doing this.
Right.
I mean, right now, I already feel like I'm ready to go take a nap.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You can pretty much figure people's generation based on who they loved on SNL. I've loved a lot of iterations of SNL.
Up until like the 90s. Like after Adam Sandler and that group left, the next generation of that was kind of like
I liked like the Will Ferrell era. There was some funny stuff there. Like there were some skits, like the ones where they're like, "Ooh, hot mic, ooh, hot mic," just like the
one Will Ferrell skit was the sweaty balls.
Yeah,
but really, I'm not a Will Ferrell fan.
I like Will Ferrell in certain things. He's either really funny or like
not at all.
Right. And
mostly not at all.
And we watched a movie. It was supposed to be a comedy, but it was like he and his wife fighting the whole time. And like they were on that ski vacation and there was an avalanche and it was just not a funny movie, but I don't know. Anyway.
It was not a good movie.
Ken is here.
Well, hello, Ken.
Ken's a good dude.
Ken is a good dude.
You've met Ken.
I have met Ken.
I think you've even hugged him.
I don't know. I must have been in a mood. I don't generally hug people. That's not true. There's a handful of people in my hugging circle, but we don't circularly hug. I feel like my sweatshirt's all weirdly crinkledy today.
Purple hood is sweatshirt.
All right, you catch up.
I like barbecue sauce. Talk about break a leg to Sean or something. Shauna says, I'm very low wattage.
Same.
Yeah. I'd like my $4.98 for the last 4 months, please.
Oh.
Carl and I got married in Wisconsin. Where in Wisconsin are you going to be?
Now you're asking me to remember things. Hang on. Let me go to Airbnb because we're rented at Airbnb.
Because where the Airbnb and where the wedding is are two different places.
Right, but they're not far from each other. There it is. Airbnb.
All right, Grover.
You know what? I don't like you.
Far.
I don't like you. We are renting a home in Silver Lake, but
sounds fancy.
We were I think it's Waterford, Wisconsin. Pretty certain that's what it was. Yes, it's Waterford, Wisconsin. That's where they're having the wedding. And apparently, if you want to rent a house there, be prepared. They usually have one bathroom. No matter how many bedrooms they have.
We've had this discussion.
They have one
And
bathroom.
everyone was like, really?
Yeah.
You need more than one bathroom?
Yes. It's a requirement of our staying anywhere.
Maritza's ears must have been burning
Right?
because now she's here.
Now she's here. She materialized after you called her name. She's like Beetlejuice.
Maritza. She's here. It's showtime.
Yes. Why aren't
Shauna, member for 9 months.
we love you, Shauna? Thank you. I'm very sorry that you've paid to see us for 9 months.
I feel like I should be giving you a baby.
I feel like you should,
Like, pop it out. Like,
I feel like you should send her a daily apology. I'm very sorry.
oh, I don't know if she's here, but I need to send a video to Lynette. Today is Lynette's birthday.
Oh. Well, if you're here or not, happy birthday.
I'm talking
Lynette.
about Keto Chow. Have you tried banana bread?
Yeah. Dustin made banana bread chocolate chip muffins,
And she loved them.
and they were good. Now, he made the banana bread without the chocolate chip, and it's not that they're not good, but they're having a drastic lack of chocolate.
If you want to try this, in the description below, I have a link, an affiliate link, that gets you 10%, and I get a little bit of cash. Helps the channel. You get a delicious product. Please consider, if you want to try it, buying it from us.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yawn, yawn.
Also,
yawn.
I have been posting in the community tab. I've been going through and looking at stuff that's on sale on Amazon and then posting it to you guys. How do you guys feel about that? Because you guys are the pulse for me. I want to, if you're finding value in something or not finding value in it, I don't want to just put stuff out there and be like, ugh, this again. It's been a bunch of air fryers and stuff. I mean, speaking of, Shauna.
Might be things that you could find interest in, things you might want to buy if you even notice it. If it,
If you even see it,
Yeah.
That's why I would say with the community tab, if you see my community tab post, hit the like button so I know who's seeing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have no idea.
Otherwise, he's just posting for gigs. Shits and gigs.
Mm-hmm. I did post about the Ninja Chop thing I bought.
Yeah.
I got it for like $20 at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
On Amazon, it's $40. So I would say,
Go
go to Walmart if you can find it at Walmart. If not, I guess Amazon. I did put the Amazon link in there.
Well, and if it depends on your lifestyle. Some people think the convenience of having it delivered right to their house outweighs the cost of having to go get it somewhere.
So the Cooking with Dave guy that we've watched a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He does the thing. He's been doing all the Chat GPT stuff.
Yeah.
He has one, and I saw it. Because here's what I've been thinking. I was looking at getting a little two burner thing for the kitchen. They're not expensive. They're like $30.
Yeah. A standalone little burner.
Well,
right?
yeah, like a little 2-burner thing so I can cook. And then I was looking like a griddle. They have one for $50, or I don't know how it'll hold up. It's the B brand, which is the Drew Barrymore brand or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like $50. And it's decent sized. Because I think I want to start doing cooking content where you can see me cook, because I think that's a little more interactive. And I know that some people like the quick and easy cooking like I do. So let me know in the chat, do you want to see my face cooking, or do you want to see more of the the quick? Because people are like, I don't need your whole life story. I just want to see what the recipe is and how to cook it.
Mm.
There's 2 different styles. So maybe I could do some that are long-winded, some that are shorter and sweeter. It just depends. Let me know what you want to see, because I want to make the content that you guys are actually going to watch. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. You guys probably watch most of my content because you're here for my lives and all that stuff. But,
And my input is that I don't want to spend more money on more kitchen toys. Is my input.
I hear you. But if I'm going to cook live, I'm going to have to do it. I can't move the stove. And unfortunately, the stove is in a spot where me cooking live is then looking at my back. And no one wants to look at that because I'm all hunched over. I'm like Quasimodo.
You just aim it at the pan.
Yeah, but they can't see me. That defeats the whole purpose of what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
Rick says, I've never taken any vehicle to a mechanic.
we are not mechanically inclined.
Right.
That's just not. Our youngest son is a little bit, and the middle one can basically watch a YouTube video and do minor things. And the son-in-law can do things like changing tires and minor stuff. But
He's a diesel mechanic, but I don't know how good he is.
well, if it's a diesel, that's different.
Yeah.
But we don't drive diesels. So, but yeah, we have to see mechanics.
Yeah.
So
Shauna says, woot, a little more than $5, you guys.
right.
And I'm trying to figure out if she didn't feed it after midnight, it wouldn't have needed AC.
I can't. I'm obviously tired because that was funnier than it should have been. It was not funny.
Usually those things don't land. She's like, just looks at me like all sad.
Yeah.
Like you've reached a new low, babe.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks at me like she's disappointed a lot.
How's your wife supposed to look at you?
Oh, lovingly, longingly.
Right.
Like.
With adoration.
Yes.
No.
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 Rude.
That's not how it works. That is not how it works.
He says, remember my van sat for 11 years and was full of junk, rats, and possums? I did not know that.
Oh.
Now he lives in it.
Oh. So I had a Mitsubishi Galant years ago when the youngest was born. And I love that car. It could go over 100 miles an hour and you never even felt like you were driving that fast. Lovely car. Ugly as hell. Had the worst paint job ever. I'm pretty sure it had been multiple wrecks before I got it. We bought it used. But it had a sweet engine on it. Well, the transmission finally started slipping after we got over, I want to say, almost 200,000 miles. Transmission finally started slipping. And we were at a point where we needed a bigger car anyway, and a minivan was going to make more sense. So we kind of sat it in the driveway for a little bit. One summer, just out of the blue, it had bees.
Bees?
Nesting in the trunk. The whole trunk was filled with bees. Like I could not get close to it. We ended up, I feel kind of bad because we ended up donating it to Goodwill. I mean, I guess what goes around comes around. That's probably why the prices are so high now, because they probably had to pay some special person to get rid of the bees.
There is a lady who will come out and take care of bees. I know that she was on, at least one of them was on Joe Rogan, and she's talking about how, you know, and there's been like shorts where the lady comes out and takes care of bees, and she's like super ASMR voice. You know, she's like, oh, and these little guys, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, that's terrifying. She just does it without any protection. And
I mean, I wasn't scared, but I wasn't about to pop the trunk and find out what kind of mess we were into. Oof.
She goes, Zeus, not to be confused with Seuss. Studio.
Yeah.
Studio.
Oh.
Yeah. The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yes.
That was a good show. We like Jeff Goldblum.
Spooky Soaps Work, Dark Shadows. That was one of our first good dates. We went to go see that movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie too. I mean, okay, it was an okay movie. It was a good Halloweeny movie that's not scary. It was a good one.
Yeah, Evil. The first season was on CBS, and they ramped it up big time in the second season. Yeah, Evil. Yeah.
I started watching one episode of that, and I was just like, why does this seem so familiar? I know I've watched this. It's because he watched it.
I didn't think that Evil was comedic, though. It was very kind of serious. I mean, there was some like the guy from Lost or whatever, Michael from Lost or whatever, I think is in it.
No.
Or whatever. I can't remember what his name is, but the guy that's from
I never
Lost.
watched Lost.
And I don't know. They try to be super serious, and I'm not sure how. I just need to. Maybe we will watch it again. I can watch the first season again or whatever.
So
I don't know.
I watched the first episode and I was like, I don't care.
It's just foreboding, and it's, you know, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we do need to watch The Vampire's Assistant though.
Yes, it's
I
been
haven't
a
seen that
while.
one in
Yeah,
a minute. That's a movie, by
yeah.
the way.
Michael Sheen is the head vampire in Twilight.
Is he?
Ugh.
Well, what a downfall. Or an uplift, because I think Twilight came out before Good Omens. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Good Omens is so good.
So good.
I am firing up for Heart Attack Chicken.
Nice.
And Len said comedic horror.
Okay.
He was the dad in The Good Son.
You know, I have seen that, but I don't remember it. It's been so many years.
You've got Shauna laughing her whole butt off. She's not going to have any butt left.
Well, I wish I could laugh my whole butt off.
That would take a lot of laughter.
That would take a lot of laughter.
She usually laughs and other stuff happens.
I don't like you.
You can tell.
You're fine.
I'm like smoking cigarettes. I got some smoke. Anyway. No one has ever been able to answer why quack grass got its name. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it is.
Lynn says, no worries, no offense taken. Well, I truly apologize. That's not my
I
intent.
find him offensive all the time. It's okay.
You know.
He's chronically offensive.
Prodigal son, not good son.
Ah. The Good Son was where they had this kid, and then it was similar. I want to say it was similar to like an Omen type of thing.
I had Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, he killed somebody,
Yeah.
and he was totally chill with that. Like it was fine. Yeah. Anyway.
Jen says, stop at my home gym anytime. We do need to go visit her.
Yeah. Visit a friend this morning who had knee surgery recently, so popping in with her.
We'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Because she's stubborn, just like me. And, you know, needs that somebody to come in and check on her, even though she doesn't want it.
Yeah. Andy says, Evelyn and 2 more are joining me. I'm so grateful, and it's going to be great. Yeah.
Nice.
I was delivering my recycling to the big container down the road. I'm back in the chat. Oh,
Well, thanks
right.
for coming back. We're glad you didn't abandon in the middle. We've both considered it at one point.
Let's see. Lynn says, who doesn't like Kate McKinnon?
Trying to remember, who is she?
Yeah, I got to find out who it.
I can't mentally. Isn't she? Who is she?
We're both looking it up because we're.
McKinnon. Oh, I know who she is. She's this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like her a lot. She's very funny.
She's been in a lot of stuff.
She has been in a lot of stuff. She is funny. I do like her.
Sherry Watkins is in the house. You know.
Anthony Watkins.
Anthony Watkins.
Yes. Oh, God. We're going to start again. Just don't puke.
I will fight you.
No, you won't. Not at this stage in your life.
Okay, I'm admittedly older than you, but the first few seasons were the best. I mean, but a lot of them had their good. Like even now, like I like the news.
Yeah, the 2 guys on the news
Colin
desk.
Jost and the other guy,
Yeah.
Michael. I don't know what his name is, but those are funny because they make each other read stuff.
It's funny, but
it's funny.
I mean, it's okay. I still liked a lot of the older ones.
Jennifer Lucas says, Will Ferrell thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. There's been a handful of things he's been in that I'm okay with, but like the ice skating movie.
That one was good.
Was it? Yeah, or the singing.
The singing one,
movie.
yeah.
The singing movie. That's the one it was. I liked where he and his wife or whatever, he and his group became a big stars like ABBA. Anyway.
Having only one bathroom is not a blessing. That's a curse. If we had just one,
there'd be a lot of
messes to clean up.
There would be a lot of dirty spots on the floor.
Let's see. She's asking, Sherry, are you going to KPL? Jen's asking, I'll be there. Let's see.
Sorry, you're making my nose itch.
Andy says, I never saw SNL. I watched Johnny Carson and Jay Leno and then went to bed. Never stayed up later in the weekends because we were hiding from my father. And then I had kids and we were busy with them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stayed up a lot, but like when I was a teenager, I worked a lot and I would often work nights. But I worked on the weekends and went to school during the week. So I don't know. I missed a lot of TV as a teenager. I missed a lot of TV. Like it's some great thing you missed. No, it's just TV.
Right.
And then as an adult, I had children young. So I watched every single PBS show that there ever was. You know.
Chris and Anna are here. Meet Life. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, hello.
Andy says, my banana bread isn't here until Friday.
It's worth the wait.
It's
Pretty good
yummy.
stuff. Put chocolate in it. I'm just saying, be the voice of reason. Put chocolate in it.
OMG, yes, that banana bread is amazing. I made pancakes.
Put chocolate on them.
And Sean's asking, isn't Lynette on the cruise with 2KK, Chris and Miriam? I don't know. I know Chris and Miriam are on the cruise with Joe and Rachel, but I don't know if Lynette's with them or not.
I don't know.
And Jen Lucas says today is Lynette, Rachel, and Miriam's birthday. I didn't know they shared the same birthday.
Wow. Like the stars all aligned for that.
That's kind of creepy. I mean, like, that's a big thing for them all to have the same birthday. And they're all hanging out.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Florida is hot.
Florida is hot. That's true.
And yucky.
I mean, then the water smells like bleach.
It's just like damp all the time. Like you're never not damp in Florida. You're always like, yeah, this is just sort of how I live. It's just moist. I'm just sweaty. Yeah.
Sweaty. Shauna's sharing my link. Thank you, dear. Lynn said, I've only visited Indiana to see World Music Festival in Bloomington, Lotus Fest. I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
I don't know that I have either, but they have a lot of festivals in Bloomington. It's very much an artsy town, music town.
The band I was in, we played Bloomington one time, and then we played one show down there. It was a lot of fun. Played with two really great bands.
Mm-hmm.
We played with 7 Degrees from Center and Render One. But I went down to Bloomington. I've seen Clutch play down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also went and I saw 3 Inches of Blood with Holy Grail. Holy Grail is one of those bands, and 3 Inches of Blood, but 3 Inches of Blood broke up. But Holy Grail just kind of disappeared.
Well, I lived in Bloomington for a little less than a year. I went to IU Bloomington for 2 semesters and then dropped out, got pregnant, left, that kind of thing. Went to many parties and saw many concerts of bands. I couldn't tell you what they are, but I did see the Counting Crows in Bloomington. Can't remember where it was. It was something small, like Third Base Lounge or something like that.
Not the Bluebird.
I don't know where. It was very small. And there was one of the coolest concerts I've ever seen because something happened with their wiring and the power went out and it went out in the whole building. And they played the rest of their set acoustic. And that was just really cool. And they got everybody to just shh in the audience. And there were lots of lighters in the air because it was so dang dark. Very cool. I was still a teenager then. I wasn't in college. I got to see them.
Mr. Jones and me.
And I didn't get to wear the alcohol armband, but I looked just old enough to convince a couple people to get me some drinks.
This one, I tell you.
I was a troublemaker. What can I tell you?
Lynette is still at home. She had family things to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's got a big old family. I mean, not like the Bears don't, but saw it today. Came in my email.
Nice.
And Lynn is when is that? My wife might hurt me if I buy another kitchen appliance. Saw 2 of your Ninja oven posts today. I think everybody, those like So I think everybody needs a decent air fryer. And I almost posted because Ninja had one like the, like the little pull-out basket, like the plasticky ones. And I was like, those never seem to be worth it.
They just don't last.
I don't know whether they last or not. They're just small. And so, and I mean, and the one we got, I have to tell you, it's stainless steel and it flips up out of the way, but I never flip it up because I need to figure out how to clean mine.
You need to figure out where to store it all. I am like your wife, Lynn. I want to kill him because probably every 3 months, there's a new kitchen appliance into my house and none of them get put away. They just are sprinkled across all the counters. So when I come into the house, all I see is everything is full, but he'll make room. He'll find another one and he'll make room. Won't put it away in a cabinet. It's just out on the counters. It drives me insane. I tell him often when I walk in from work and I see that everywhere, I just want to burn the house down. I just want to burn it down. I don't care if we're in it or not. I just want to burn it down because I can't stand seeing all the clutter. But yeah, another kitchen appliance. And I mean, we have pretty much everything that's out now. We don't have the butter sprayer you want.
Yeah. I mean, that's $70.
He'll find a way to get it. I know he will. Christmas isn't too far off. I'm sure he'll convince somebody to get it for him. Then we'll have a butter sprayer that will sit out on the counter.
Well, it has to. It's got a little charging base.
Oh, yeah, it has to. Has to. Absolutely. If it plugs into the wall, it's got to stay on the counter. I'm surprised we don't have power strips. Honestly, I'm surprised that he unplugs any of them and that we don't just have power strips nailed to the walls to hold all of his appliances.
To be fair, if the Dash Minis had off switches.
I can't. I cannot.
You cannot can.
I cannot can. One thing that makes me want to murder him in his sleep. That's it.
Yes. Jen says a balance of both on each video.
I'm sure. I have no idea what we're talking about at this point. I'm very lost in our conversation.
Cooking videos.
Yes.
Whether it's like me standing up cooking or just like, the camera down and me doing it and then talking about it. Because I watch like Dave's cooking videos and I'm like, I could be goofier than him. Hands down.
You already are.
I know. Because I watch it and I'm like, I see me and him. I see me and I'm like, I see him and I'm like, you think you're goofy. And I kind of get jealous because I'm way goofier than that guy. I think he's cool. I love his videos. Rick says, my coffee table is an engine block.
That's kind of cool.
Because he lives in a van down by the river.
Oh, that's right. I
mean, what's the over-under Rick's going to get eaten by a gator? Would we even know?
I mean, it's possible.
Would anybody tell us if you got eaten by a gator? You're going to go down one day to get a duck and the gator's like,
oh, snack it down.
Like, the gator's like, got my meal for free. Let's see. Steph is here. She says, greetings.
Thanks for joining.
She's an alien. That's how aliens talk.
Is it?
They're like, greetings, Earthling.
Stupid humans.
Yeah. Have you guys watched? So good. What's it called?
I can't remember now that you said that. It was like right here, and then you said, what's it called? And I went, whoop, Scott.
Resident Alien.
Resident Alien.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alan Tudyk is an alien.
It's a good show.
It's such a good show.
Very odd.
Yeah.
Dry, but funny humor.
Yeah.
Very good. Kind of after school specially, but good.
Let's see. Jen said, what are you doing to me?
I'm trying to tell you to move on.
Move. She's like, move, babe. Get out of the way. But
well, that doesn't have the word babe in it.
I know, but I'm trying to keep it PG. Sensitive ears. Jen says I don't know. Jen says my mechanic does house calls.
Nice.
My wife was still trying to comprehend the Gremlins ice cubes.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
Lynn said, I'd enjoy watching you cook more. Don't need to see your face. Short videos are generally preferred.
See?
They don't want to see my ugliness.
Right?
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I have to see them all the time anyway, guys. Can't get out of it anymore.
However you work it out. Short cookie videos are always good. That's my thing, because I don't want to do like super duper long ones, you know?
Well, to be fair, you're never going to do that. Like, realistically, if he can make something and have the recipe and the prep and all that done in 30 minutes, then he'll probably repeat the recipe. Otherwise, he's going to be like, this takes too long. I don't want to do this again.
That's the thing. Like, so as much as I admire Chris Cook in Nashville, his recipes are very in-depth, and some of them are not that long.
And complicated.
They're very complicated. That's not me.
No.
I'm a short, sweet, can I whip this up? Like, I'm even
to
looking.
The punchline.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about redoing or making a second chaffle video for the ricotta chaffles, because I can do it I realistically can do it in 4 ingredients.
Yeah.
Just 4. And I think I can do it without the allulose, without the pecan flour and all that stuff. And I think I will make a video and make it just the 4 ingredients. Maybe 5 with the keto chow, because I think keto chow will make them taste good. But
But yeah, you're more of the, if I can do this quick, like, or even if it's not necessarily a quick recipe, like it has a long cook time, but the prep for it is short, then he'll still do it. Like,
because I could throw it in the oven and go do something else.
Butter Bob's chicken,
and
that takes forever to finish, but it doesn't take a lot of intense work to do it.
Yeah, you just let it cook.
Yeah.
I'm in the kitchen doing other stuff.
Right.
But I don't have to like babysit it.
He's ogling his appliances. That's what he's doing.
Caress.
Yes. His other stuff is like, oh, look at the air fryer. Oh. Yeah.
That's what you're trying to be sexy. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm being sexy.
What? Like I'm made of clay.
I'm really tired because you are funny.
See what I got to put up with, folks?
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad I don't have a Toxic Tuesday tonight too.
Yeah.
Next week though, Toxic Tuesday, we are doing what was it?
I have no idea.
I told you.
That doesn't mean I recorded.
That is true. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh yes, you told me you want me to watch that with you.
Yeah, because she's never watched it.
I have not.
Apex Odyssey is here. Good
Hello,
evening.
hello.
Good evening.
Thanks
Welcome,
for
welcome.
joining.
Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Shauna says, going back in the chat, I must confess, I'm not good with scary movies.
I like lame scary movies.
Yeah, we like the funnier, more comedic ones.
Yeah.
The sillier ones. Like, I don't want to watch a show just for it to be super, super scary.
I don't want to have nightmares.
Or super violent. Well, I mean, not the violent. Like, if there's comedy in the violence,
creepy.
If there's got to be some comedic edge to it, there's got to be jokes. There's got to be like, it's got to, like how like the acidity will break through the fat and the food and the recipe. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have comedy to break through the gore and the violence.
And I don't mind gore, but there's like this fine line between that gore that has like some funny to it, and then there's gore that's just gross. And like, I don't need that in my life. I see that when I go to work.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch that on TV.
Anyway.
They're reading my mind.
Lynn says Eva was pretty campy towards the end. I can no longer remember what the first season was like.
Yeah, I was not into after watching the first episode. I was kind of like, but I thought I had already seen it.
Yeah, the more she laughs, the more I'm worried she's going to flood the couch.
No.
I mean, it's a funny thing.
So let me tell you, if you go to Walmart, they sell underpants that are not the Depend like briefs,
Mm-hmm.
but they are underpants designed to catch your period. And they can also help with those minor cough, sneeze, laugh dribbles. So if you need that, there's the place to get them. I can't remember what they're called.
They are black
but
underpants.
They are black. And they're nice to have on hand. I wore them when we went to the comedy show just to be safe, because I know me. But in general, I don't need them. But I have a pair for the just in cases for going to comedy shows, if we're going to ride roller coasters again, things like that. Having 3 kids, Kegeling all the time, Kegel all the way, and it still just happens.
I gotta write a song.
Kegel all the way. It doesn't help.
Sprinkle all the way.
Gosh. Nobody likes you.
I hear you.
He always gives out all of my private information.
I'm an open book.
You have a hemorrhoid. There you go. There, now you all know his private information.
Wow. You want to see it?
No, nobody wants to see it.
Anyway.
No. Anyway.
Oh, goodness gracious. She's a crazy person. Let's see here. He was the head vampire in Rome. Voltaire. You knew where I grew up, right? California.
Yes, California.
I'm stubborn, shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the Girl Ghostbusters movie.
It was meh.
I saw it. I was excited because I liked the actors. I thought they could do a good job.
It was a very discombobulated storyline.
Yeah.
That's really the main thing of it.
Yeah.
Now, the Ghostbusters Afterlife and the one after that, Afterlife was significantly better than the one after it, but they were both good.
I didn't watch it. I just knew. I knew it didn't fit the vibe of Ghostbusters to me. Did I skip comments?
Probably.
I'm trying to hurry.
Well, he's trying to hurry because I'm kind of tired and I didn't want to look like a fool on camera trying to not fall asleep.
Hey, it's Adobe. Don't be messing around. I don't know what we're talking about. Someone, possibly me, watched several episodes of Bluey.
It's a good show.
I talked her into it.
The Granny Mobile is still my favorite.
Yeah.
I love when they're the grannies.
Lynette is not. So I need to send her a video. So I was going to send her a video this morning because I didn't realize it was also the others' birthdays too. So I'll send each of them a video as well. Or I'll probably send it to Rachel. And then hopefully she'll share it with, Miriam. But I was going to send it and have the girl be in the video. And she was like, before I could even record, she was, happy birthday to someone I don't know. Or something along those lines. And it was hilarious. Oh, she is just
she gets us every time.
She does. She trolls us so hard.
She does. She's good at it.
Eurovision is the movie we were talking about. Yeah.
Yes. That was very
Don't mess with the elves. I love Swedish and Norwegian music. It's all good. Hammerfall, I hear you. Meh. I've hung out with them. They're fun. They're a good hang.
I'm not saying they're not good people. I'm just saying, meh.
I think Lynette is on the cruise. I don't think she did it. That's the thing. I think that she is not on the cruise.
Well, you'll figure it out.
Lynn says, banana bread or muffins with choco chips and walnuts. Yum.
Yes.
Haven't ordered the new keto chow yet.
Put chocolate in it.
If you haven't ordered it yet and you're planning to order it, if you want to order it through my link, I would be forever in your good graces. I would love you forever. Forever. Yep. She's not feeling good. Anyway, she usually doesn't think I'm funny.
You're not funny.
Shh.
I know better.
If anyone finds they want more banana flavor with the Keto Chow banana bread, Loren's banana emulsion Amazon is a great half teaspoon per recipe. I will put that on the community tab because you know what?
That's probably some solid info.
Amazon, I have a link.
Yeah.
I read an article today about a couple who are living on a cruise ship. They spent $10K for the first 8 months.
I'm trying to wonder, like we would have to calculate out our bills.
And it's probably cheaper to live on a cruise ship.
Well, because I
think there's a lot of retired people who do it because it's like cheaper than living in like an assisted living place because they'll clean your room and all that stuff, won't they?
Yeah, I think they do.
Shauna says, I had my Keto Chow banana bread pancakes.
10 grand for 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Bacon sauce with maple syrup, Elvis style with peanut butter. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Super colon blow.
So if you lived on a cruise ship and spent 10 grand for 8 months, it's about $12.50 a month. And to my knowledge, if you're on a cruise ship, aren't your meals included?
Yeah, I think the only thing you have to pay extra for is soda and alcohol.
Yeah. So your meals are included and they clean your room. You don't have to drive anywhere.
I think there's laundry service. And you get to see all the cool places.
Yeah. I'm thinking we're going to retire there that way. Well, I mean, reasonably, I'm going to work until I die. So
maybe you can be a nurse on a cruise ship.
Oh, that'll be a lot of people with diarrhea.
Yes.
Anyway.
Miralax. Or not Miralax.
Miralax does not help diarrhea. If you're wondering, that makes it worse. If you have diarrhea, do not
eat sand. That'll dry you up.
Do not eat sand.
What?
And if you have diarrhea, do not take Miralax.
Eat sand. Do not listen to anything I say. I give bad advice. Eat sand. Lynette celebrated her birthday with family, so she's not on the cruise. Learned that she's a twin, which is cool to see yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are they like identical twins? So there's like two Lynnettes running around?
That could be cool.
That would be really cool. I remember my mom and grandma had this friend, and the friends had triplets. And one of the triplets came over to my house, and she was a really beautiful woman, and really thin and slender and stuff. And I'm coming into being a teenager, and I'm in the living room, and she's like in just like a bra and slip, and she's ironing clothes because she's like stopped at our house before she went out. And I was like, "You're a triplet? Like there's three of you?" No, the other two were boys. I was, anyway.
Well, we when my children were growing up, one of their family members on their dad's side had cousins that were triplets, or cousins that had triplets. Sorry. So the kids were closer to my kids' age. And when our kids were young, I don't remember which one of them said it. I want to think it was my oldest. And she says, those three boys that look like twins. That was her claim to fame. Those three boys that look like twins. Oh.
Everybody's got some stuff that they've said over the years.
Yeah.
That just sticks. Shauna says, I have a Ninja Foodie Smart XL Grill FG551. It's the fourth different air fryer in 5 years. This one won't be replaced. Is that a good or a bad thing? Like, do you like it so much it's going to last? Or you not like it so you wouldn't recommend it? Maybe I need to have you on and you can talk about air fryers and what about them you do and don't like.
Yeah.
Air frying with air frying on.
Right?
I need to check this out. The Walmart under $1 Facebook page is constantly clearancing out small kitchen appliances.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. I may burn down the kitchen. Do not tell him these things. Jen, I know where you live.
No, you don't.
I've been there.
But you couldn't get back.
I could find it.
She can't.
I could try.
She won't.
It doesn't matter. You're going to find him wandering around your neighborhood with 3 or 4 suitcases filled with kitchen appliances.
She's going to get irritated by the geese and the speed bumps.
And I'm just going to drop him off with a couple of, a couple of suitcases all filled with his goddamn appliances. It's going to happen.
Lynn says, I was concerned my 6-quart instant vortex would be too small, but it's been perfect when cooking for 2. I like the basket. So easy to clean.
I just need him to put stuff away.
Nan loves cooking with Dave. I love cooking with Dave. Let's see. Sherry says, question, will it be weird for me to ask for autographs at KPL? Thinking of creating a special sign for my favorite YouTubers. Would you sign it? Yeah.
He'll sign it.
You'll be like, what is this?
Oh my goodness. He'd be so excited. He loves it. Like when we go out places and people recognize who he is.
Well, I've only had one person recognize me.
Well, that made you very happy.
I mean, who doesn't like people knowing who you are?
I don't want people to know who I am.
I have not fallen in love with the Cooking with Dave videos. He's goofy and I'm goofy, and I look at him and I'm like, his videos look good, and I'm like, been doing this a long time, and I want my videos to look good, and I'm jealous.
He's your man crush extraordinaire.
Well, not just that, but I want to make good videos. My ear is itchy, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make good videos. I want to make content that people watch. And like I put hours into a video and like 100 people watch it. I know that's 100 people. That's a good number, but
you want thousands of people to watch.
I just want to make sure. I want people to get better and have yummy food in their tummies.
Yeah.
I just want people to be okay.
I want people to buy my eBay stuff.
Yeah. I just bought ricotta. I got to find that video. Oh, and it's a 15-ounce container of ricotta. I was thinking it was 12. I knew it wasn't 16. It's a 15-ounce jar of ricotta. I can make that dish is 4 notes. I can make that dish is 4 notes.
Yes.
Make that dish with Keto Simple. Dishing with Dustin.
Yes.
Horror movies have to have a strong storyline for me.
They have to have humor for me. Or at least be so out of the realm of possibility. And not that I don't like some psychological thrillers. I definitely like the movie Seven back in the day. There's a couple of psychological thrillers that I've liked, but I can get very in my own head and things like that can mess with me. So I try not to watch things that are potentially realistic.
Lynn says, I love what Chris Cook in Nashville is doing creatively, but I have yet to try to duplicate his recipes. A carnivore friend complains they're too complicated. I plan to try his bread and mac and cheese before long. That's like my thing. I watch like the mashed potatoes, the pancakes. Everything looks wonderful. Mm-hmm. He's doing amazing things, and he's such an amazingly sweet guy. He and his wife, they're amazing. I was trying to figure out if we could go see them in Louisville tomorrow night, but it's probably just not going to work out with timing. To get there and back, I'd have to be up at 6 a.m. and, But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I see his recipes and I understand the work, not only that went into creating them, but perfecting them, and then watching his content, what it went into filming, editing, and all that stuff. So I see he's putting in the work, and I understand how some people will be put off by how complicated it is. And I understand, because I mean, even for me, I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I like simple recipes. That's why I love like the Dash Mini stuff. There are going
to be those people who are adventurous and are going to try it.
I will probably try some of it one of these days. I just got to, do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Oh, Shauna says, I know I grew up in Forks, Washington, where the Twilight books were based.
Ah.
Weren't some of that one guy, like The Fault in Our Stars, wasn't that all based in Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he grew up in like the...
Can't think of his name, but yes.
Glendale area. Not the Glendale, but maybe the Glendale Mall.
His name is John something.
John Cena.
Yes,
John
that's
Waters.
what it is.
John
Cena.
Favreau.
Yes, Favreau.
Grouchy. Granny was the best.
Yes.
If you don't want it, don't buy it.
John Green.
John Green. Yeah, I'm ordering more.
Our daughter read almost all of his books in high school.
She just liked to cry.
Oh, she really did.
Shauna is amazing. Look, she says, I'm ordering more and using your link this time. Well, thank you.
You are awesome. We appreciate it.
And now I'm praying for the end of time.
Yes. To hurry up and arrive.
I'm also tired laughing over here.
It's contagious is what it is. It's very contagious.
Loren's banana. Does it not taste like banana candy? I'm enjoying Olive Nation's extract. I do not know.
I don't know. We haven't tried it. And I genuinely dislike banana, which is why put chocolate in it. Makes it better.
Jens, I'm scared of Nurse Dustin. Eat sand.
Yeah. Do not follow his advice. He is not a nurse. He is not a medical health professional. He is not giving anyone medical advice. And should you hear it, understand it is concocted in the mind of a crazy man. Don't do it. It's a problem.
I'm worse than you think. Whoo, right? I've always been sensitive to motion sickness, so I've never tried a cruise. I've never been on a cruise either.
I have a healthy fear of being in the middle of the ocean and not seeing land.
Yeah. I kind of want to, at least once, to be out there like...
Yeah. I have been on cruises, but not big boat cruises. I'm okay not doing
She likes big boats and she cannot lie.
I'm okay not doing
Other
that.
Sharnas can't deny.
But we might
when the
do
boat
one.
pulls in.
But we might do a cruise at some point, a Disney cruise. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. No promises.
Disney Keto Cruise.
No promises.
I mean, everybody, they're well, I've been seeing the videos because they're the 2KK and the Bears, they're in an Alaskan cruise.
No, that would be cool.
I do want to go to Alaska, way up just past Alaska. You know, nothing is this that they ask you.
Yes, I know.
Shh. Good. I love it. I thought this said, hi, I'm pooping in to give a thumbs up.
Wow.
It says, I'm popping in. My brain saw pooping.
I think he's got things on the mind.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Let's see.
Brenda, thanks for popping in.
Well, we do.
And not pooping in.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't have to clean up at your house. Like the other day, she said something at work. She's like rushing to the bathroom. And I was like, if you're ever going to poop your pants, do it at work.
No, do not poop your pants at work.
I was like, because I don't have to clean it up at work.
No, you don't clean it up anyway. I don't poop my pants. Thank you for sharing.
Hemorrhoids.
This is not a thing. Yeah, he has hemorrhoids. This is not a thing. I don't poop my pants.
See how defensive she's getting? It's probably a thing.
I hate you. And he said to poop my pants at work.
Yes.
Because I'm a nurse and I work in a hospital. But I had to go to the bathroom really bad the other morning. And I was in a patient room trying to complete patient care. And I was like, I got to go. Like, I got to leave now. And, you know, I kind of had to just leave what I was doing and walk away. I didn't leave the patient in any, you know,
we know that they have spare scrubs.
I did not leave the patient in any compromised position, but I bolted to the bathroom and I was like, whoo. And so
photo finish, ladies and gentlemen.
I text him because I don't know. We share things that are
that's just the way we are.
Inappropriate for most
It's appropriate for us.
It's appropriate for us. And of course he's like, well, if you ever feel like you're going to shit your pants, you should do it at work.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what is wrong with you? Never.
If you do it here, I have to clean it up.
I would never leave you to clean up my poop. Never.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to be like on death's door for you to clean my butt.
I hear you.
Sorry, it got gross for a minute, and I apologize.
That's what we
for all of
do.
You
Oh,
who didn't realize how gross he is.
good night, Brenda. Well, thank you for
good night, Brenda.
That's probably more than you needed, or
Right.
wanted, or expected.
All the TMI.
Jennifer says, "I'll send up smoke signals for you."
Yes.
Yes, it's still in the front seat of the car. I haven't had a chance because I was supposed to drop it off to her one day, and I was like, "Do you want me to? Do you want me? Do you want me?" And then she was like, never answered, so it just didn't work out. And like, name that tune, but I had a typo. I like typo. Maritza's back again. What you mean, Chandra? Prefer my horror, non-realistic, and enjoy good campiness.
Yes, campiness is fun. The bloody stuff where you know it's corn syrup, like that. What was it? Todd and the Book of Evil. Todd.
Oh yeah.
Great Big Book of Evil or whatever it is. It was a TV show, and then they did a movie, but the movie was a cartoon, and it was.
And we didn't even get a chance. That didn't even end right.
Yeah.
Like the version we had was missing the last 5 minutes or something.
Right. But so anyway, but that is so campy. Like, you know, the main character is covered in red corn syrup at the end of every episode. And it was good. It was, you know, silly.
I have always been a foodie. I have missed making homemade bread and pastas. Chris has renewed my love for scratch cooking.
That's awesome.
See, that's exactly what it's good for.
And there's a lot of people who like that and who will do that. And then there's people like you who will watch it and go, that's really cool. I'm never doing that.
And Shauna says, no, the emulsions don't taste like banana candy. They are made more for baking and are H2O based, not alcohol based.
H2O is
H2O
water.
2?
It's not water.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I can't remember it. She said the 2KK cruises are a great price.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn Javelin says, I'll do a Disney keto cruise if when we can afford it. I'd love that.
Yeah, the if when we can afford it is a thing.
Maritza. So basically, we could go on a cruise for 8 months for what we paid for Disney.
We could go on a cruise for 8 months and rent out the house for 8 months and break even.
Yeah. Well, we'd probably save money to a degree if everybody paid the utilities and all that stuff. And food. Food, we spend a lot of money on food.
You spend a lot of money.
Well, you need to eat.
You also
because when you don't eat, you are very mad.
Very.
Shauna works from home. Metamucil.
Unnecessary.
I have that old Kmart commercial going in my mind. Just shipped my pants.
I did not ship my pants.
I loved it.
That was a great commercial, though. I did not ship my pants. Oh.
I love it. I shipped my pants. I love that. It wasn't enough to save Kmart, but it was a good.
But it was a good.
It was a good try.
It was good.
OMG!
Yes, more bad Dustin advice. If you ever questioned, don't take it from him.
I hear you.
Don't take the advice from him.
Name that tune, Dustin videos. I can make that dish in 4 ingredients. Sigh, not even tired. Funny now. She said H2O2 makes killer recipes.
It sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does.
Maritza says, I love Chris cooking Nashville recipes because I love cooking. Yeah, that's the thing. If you truly love cooking, his recipes are for you. My recipes are like, I want breakfast sandwiches, but I don't want it to take 4 hours. I want to
Right. Well, and okay. So Chris cooks for those who love to cook. You cook for those who love to eat. That's the difference.
True.
And you can still love to eat if you like Chris too. But, you know.
You can eat Chris?
I mean, you may have to ask his wife. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
Thank you in regards to the Lorenz extract. I also have the orange.
I'm wondering what you would put that in.
Chocolate.
Other than candies.
Yeah. H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide.
It's dihydrogen dioxide. I believe it might be peroxide, but I'm not 100% sure. H2O2.
Oh, I was so tired today, and I was in that AI class today.
Yeah, H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide.
And I'm like in this class, and then my mic wasn't working. And I was frustrated, and I'm like tired, and I'm in this thing, and I'm like, he's like talking about how to like basically how to use ChatGPT to force you to give more of yourself instead of relying on ChatGPT just to like hand you stuff. Basically, to use it to create things, but it's like not just to just give you the answer, but to actually force you to really put in your ideas and stuff to really get a high quality product.
Dihydrogen dioxide. I wasn't sure that I said that correctly.
Dihydrogen
dioxide.
Okay.
I wasn't sure that I said it correctly, but yes, it is hydrogen peroxide.
Science with Mr. Lizard. Making potions with a lizard witch. That's one of my best things is getting the girl to call her a lizard witch.
Nobody likes you.
And
by nobody, I mean me.
Oh, you love me. All right. Definitely.
Very slim threads.
I'm going to tie them in knots.
You're going to witch things.
Yeah.
Great.
Make sure emotion, not extract. Lynn's giving the thumbs up. I think it's been 91 and a half minutos. I want to say thank you to all of those. This is an updated list of everybody who is a member. If you
could think about doing it too if you haven't yet, because who doesn't want to know about my bowel habits?
They're frequent and often.
No, they are not.
Explosive.
No.
They rumble the house.
They do not. But if you can't behave yourself, you may wake up to a nugget on your pillow. Ooh. It won't be one of mine. I'll dig it out of the Keto litter box. But, whatever. Could be in a butt.
I hear you.
All right, guys. Good night. We love you. We will
see you
next Tuesday.
That's right. I'll see you on Sunday. I've got a video that I've got to edit this week. The corn dogs. I put a member thing out on the YouTube thing about or not corn dogs. They're hot dogs. They're comfort food for me. And I mean, they remind me. If you remember, hopefully you saw the post on the YouTubes. If you're having trouble becoming a member, let me know. We'll do what we can to help you get that solved. Anyway, we love you. We'll see you soon. Thanks for being here.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.